blank wall. This is the starting point for many of us, right? Ideas start to run through your brain of what to put here, what best suits your needs, or what reflects your personality. Well, a week ago, my blank wall looked like this. It was the home of my setup where I work, game, and maybe a bit more than occasionally binge YouTube. But it's looking a bit sad. So today is time to start from scratch to build the perfect productivity setup. The first thing we're going to tackle is this wall. No matter how many monitor bars, screen bars, everything you've thrown at it, it just wasn't cutting it. I think we need some texture. Wall panels it is. Yeah. I settled on these ones from Muffle. Although they are on the pricey side, they also serve as acoustic treatment. I'm actually going to use it as a really good excuse to create a bit of a false wall, and then it will allow us to run all the cables behind it. We're going to mount a frame to the wall, and then maybe we can even backlight it with some LED. Our wall's nowhere near straight, is it? Now, the frame isn't going to be holding a massive amount of weight, but it still needs to be secured to the wall. Using 2 different size drill bits, we created a solution. A little bit of winter fun, isn't it, mate?
Oh yeah, I'm wearing my safety goggles and my safety boots.
We're going to put the drywall bolts through the wood and then hopefully mount them to the drywall. I have no studs in the wall we can use. It's gonna hold. We built this frame in the chase of perfection. With that in mind, let's put our idea to test and get the first part of the frame up on the wall. Oh, thinking about our younger years. She ain't going. Now what? Drained, we had to put the camera down and figure out a genius solution. We just loaded it with wood screws and it held. Hurdle narrowly avoided. My friends, it has been some hours, but the frame is up for the panels to go onto. These are only backed with felt, so they're not very rigid at all. If we don't put enough of these wooden beams up, they're gonna have a bit of a wavy effect to them. Believe it or not, the wall panels just stick to the frame with some strong glue. God, they don't look like very good zigzags, mate. Oh. Now the juice is loose, bro. There's no coming back from that. The first panel stuck and held. With that figured out, the second one could just go up. Now our monitor is being mounted behind the third panel, so before we put that one up, let's check it out. This is a 55-inch, 1000R curve, 1 millisecond response time, 165 hertz panel. They retail at $2,600. We got it on Black Friday at $1,000. Let's open it then. Oh, it's very curved. Oh, mate, that is outrageous. I actually think it's going to work quite well because if you're sitting that close to a 55-inch panel, you kind of need it to be around you a little bit. That's ridiculous. I really like the vertical height it offers though, because other ultra wides, it's too squished. Mini LED panel do 1000 nits brightness. But that's about where the excitement for it ended. You see, we ordered a wall mount rated for 45 kg. This monitor comes in at 42. No issue, right? Well, the mounts are so deep in the back, you can't put a standard TV bracket on it. You actually need one of these adapters. We don't have one. Luckily, we have some space behind our new wall though. So we attached the stand that came with it, made some brackets, and screwed them into the wall. With some long anchors this time.
Oh no, we've gone past.
And it actually worked. All we have to do now is cut some panels to hide the stand. This is about where my desk will be, the height, and this is about how deep it'll be. This is where I'm sitting.
The curve.
How productive can you be? With that up and looking clean, we can start to hide some more bits, like this massive control box that came with the monitor. And believe it or not, one cable needs to go from the TV to this brain, and then everything else is controlled from here. It's beautiful.
It's good, isn't it?
One connect. Well, like a floating setup, essentially, is the goal. And with that goal in mind, we ran cables for the basics of the setup. Our speakers, keyboard, and PC. Everything was starting to look really promising. We have come across one more roadblock. You might see where we're finished at the top. Pretty straight for like 2/3 of the wall, right? And then we get to here, and it's looking a bit crazy. So we trimmed the bottom. Turns out the floor's nowhere near level. So the media wall is very, very, very almost there. You might notice there's 5 panels across here, which leaves 4 lovely gaps. So you might ask, Aki, what are you going to do with it? We found some Govee rope lights that are actually meant to stick around the front of your desk. We ain't using them for desks, we're using them for walls. Yeah, it fits. Hold on, let me give you an example quick. Give you a little taster. We should have nicely lit panels there. Change the office to warm. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, Matt. We're going to have 4 of them. Yeah. And after a little more wiring, we've got the wall lights on and it's looking better than I ever could have imagined, really. We're also going to put some lights behind the wall as well. Give it a nice little floating effect. For this, we're using a 10-meter RGB IC strip. It's all coming together now. I'm very, very happy with it. We wanted it perfect, as the setup should be. Now the wall is together and we've picked up a little happy. We're going to direct our attention to the desk. And what a desk it is. This is a 270 by 90 centimeter real wood birch countertop. Turns out a bar near ours didn't want it anymore. All we had to do was square it off and find some legs for it.
So these are our bad boy A-frames that are going to hold it up. They're in raw metal finish. There was a white and black from the website, but I thought raw metal was a little something.
No, I like it.
They should be more than solid enough to hold the desk.
So after figuring out where we want them, putting 8 screws in each side and flipping it over, we can see what it looks like in the setup.
Oh yeah, baby. Done. The desk's in front of the wall. I don't know why I'm Steve Jobs in.
With all the structural parts now up and looking mighty fine, it's time for the hardware and peripherals. And let me just say, they shouldn't disappoint.
What are you going to put on?
Oh, there's some treats in store. Should we start with the PC? If you didn't see before on the channel, we built the ultimate sleeper PC. And this thing is a bit of a beast. We have custom EK water cooling, 64 gigs of 6000 megahertz G-Skill RAM, an i9-13900K, a 4090 Founders, and some beautiful cream Noctua fans to give it that little retro kiss. And it was an absolute pain to fit in this old case. Sleeper build. And then for our audio choice, we're actually rocking Sonos Era 100s. You only have to connect one to Bluetooth, that one connects to this one, and we don't need as many cables, and they sound phenomenal. Look, we accounted for this. So we made some holes in the wall for these cables, and then it's as simple as plugging the bottoms in. I bet it's got power already. That's what noise it makes when you turn it up and down. Lovely. All right, for the Deskpad, we have one designed by yours truly, archidesigns.co.uk. This is one of the flagships, the Koi mouse pad. Hey, we still got a few more left on the store, you know, guys. This is going to look silly on a desk this big, I know.
No, I think it will look really clean because that'll be your workspace.
Oh,
So, I mean, you'll put your keyboard and mouse on there, and that'll be your workspace.
Yeah, it gives a little something. It creates the area.
It's just, yeah.
It's a zone. It's a zen zone. Bosh. And we prepared this one earlier too. Fill up on Blue Peter. All right, so the speakers are up. They're speaking, but we need a good audio setup. We're actually going to go with a Lewitt Connect 6 and then hook a mic up to that too, so we can get them crispy. Studio vocals. Feel that knob, mate.
Such a dad.
And for our microphone,
Lewitt LCT 440 Pure and a Blue Compass mic arm. Yeah, let's get it on the desk.
now the cables for these might need to be accessed in the near future, so a few are being ran on the back of the desk. But even with them done, completely clean underneath. Next up,
Keyboard and mouse.
Very good. For our keyboard, we're a very glorious Mode 80 TKL, built by Ryan behind the camera himself. This is the magnum opus of keyboards for a special setup, isn't it? Oh, happy days. To match the specialty of our keyboard,
this is the FinalMouse Starlight 10s edition.
although this setup's going to be mainly for productivity, I'll dabble in a bit of games. And another last important part of the setup is the chair. I'm sitting here a lot of hours for the day. A gaming chair don't cut it anymore. My back's a bit broken. We don't need to know about that. But the autonomous Ergochair 2, I think it's called the Pro now. It's fantastic. No butt pain. There we have it.
Most of the parts in place were at that all-important time.
Oh, baby.
Did we just waste 4 days going through all these issues for nothing?
At the time. I'm quite nervous, actually.
No, we didn't. My friends, I present to you my new productivity setup built for 2024.
Bro, this is too sick.
I truly believe your surroundings can have a large impact on your work, and this setup doesn't only inspire, but motivates me.
I'm cooking now. I'm cooking now.
From the large new desk space to the monitor real estate I now have, creates minimal distraction. Being completely honest, we did come across a lot more issues than expected, but it was more than worth it for this end result. Love for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Oh my god, I don't even know where to look, bro.